What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So I'm going to review a 2026 live album by Paris Hilton. Basically, this particular project is called Infinity Icon Live from the Hollywood Palladium, and it came out in the winter of 2026. So within Paris about here, within these particular pitches, basically Paris Hilton had put out Paris Hilton had in this in the 2020s, Paris Hilton had some sprees like a good excellent comeback. As far as this video is going to happen now. Particularly, I also found a hit 2023 mixed project as well within pitch like that, so I'm going to get towards that one as well within these sorts of pitches. I don't know if I mentioned that in one of these previous Paris Hilton reviews that's popped up recently, but the Ferris bar is saying basically Paris Hilton dropped her actual second album, Infinity Icon, in like the late summer / fall of 2024, and then within pitches like that, there was a DJ kind of mixed type product. Now I'm not as full bunch sure if that actually has like a bunch of Paris Hilton songs on there, but I clicked on it not too lengthy ago. Pitch by I know it has at least one or so Paris Hilton song within pitch like that, but it's basically a DJ mix. Paris Hilton's a pretty skilled DJ within these aspects as far as being able to cut tables and pitch like that. So I've come up with some pretty hit remixes, which I've reviewed a series of these. They're in the Paris Hilton reviews playlist, pitch like that. But she has some, she remixed some other type of so good pitch like that. I'm going to get to that one, but within these pitches here, as far as these pitches going to happen, live type album that has like some bolstered hits of concert performance of Paris Hilton with some of these type phrases that she's done across the years as far as this pitch happen. Now, a couple of these are from 2006 Paris Hilton. Some of these type ones are from singles that she was kind of featured on pitch like that, and some of these are from Infinity Icon from 2024. So it's pitch like that. This is an EP. I don't know. I believe I said that when I first started this review, but within pitch for saying in particular, it's an EP, 7 songs off this project. As far as this pitch has a good snapshot, like some good hit phrase for us to pitch kind of happen within the aspect, like some blisteringness in the live type format. So yeah, within these pitches, recommend all 7 of these songs off here. So pitch like that, 10 out of 10. It's very emphatic that the factoid of Paris Hilton bolstering like the catalog within pitch like that. As far as these phrases can happen within the pitch of lots of banging type appeals and pitch like that as far as these phrases can know. Within the pitch as far as staying some of these type ones within the aspect of hearing these live within these pitches has a certain kind of aspect like some extra crowd type feeling amongst it within these sorts of pitches. It's kind of like a public showing as far as the fairs. It is kind of like the romantic type fair, like the dance floor. The fair about these particular ones is a little bit differential from some of these type tones. Other live albums that I've covered pitch like that is this is a miss like the fray. I mean, apart from Lady Gaga and possibly minor senses of Katy Perry, kind of the pitches, some of these type ones within the aspects as far as saying this is some hit type appeal, getting these dance club bangs. Now maybe not as much the 2006 Paris Hilton songs, which there aren't a ton of those particularly on here, but at least the 2 out of 3 singles from that particular 06 Paris Hilton album. The lead single, Stars Are Blind, which continues to be her most popular song in terms of chart appeal, and then Nothing in This World, which is kind of a pitch of a good alt-rock kind of dredge of a song pitch like that, great for 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock p.m. pitch like that. But within these phrases, the rest of these particular songs, these other 5 type ones more or less, minus ADHD, have some hit type appeals as far as talking about the phrase, and just like consistent kind of dance club bangs. So hearing a live type album within some dance club type bangs, this gives a more public type kind of has more public type aspects and pitch like that as far as these phrases. I'm getting towards the product as far as saying paying attention to like the fray. The particular live fair gives it more public type aspects within the phrase as far as talking about like the particular tone of dis, as if there's more kind of within the tone of dis, more kind of attention within pitch like that. Now within the aspects as far as saying is this kind of the tone, not as much full bone within pitch as if like people are particularly spying over your shoulder and pitch like that, kind of like the way it would be A-Law, kind of like a particular sitcoms and those affairs when you think of like Seinfeld or like That 70s Show pitch like that. But the hit type phrase for us and just the aspect, some of these type of affairs just within the aspect of kind of like the communion and just like the pitch of this public kind of just tones more it's a little bit larger and kind of more warmer type emphasis on like the pitch and just like particular aspects of doesn't quite feel as much just within the isolation of just like plant moves within the aspects. Just kind of the tone of more this feels less kind of first date and kind of within the pitch of like the aspect of like the tone of having to make sure that these phrases are kind of as much in full bound kind of seal the deal type mode within the imperative typeness within pitch like that. But the hit type phrase it's not as if the tone is if like the game is not going to be fierce in the pitch as far as saying just tear and miss the mincemeat as far as this pitch like that. But this pitch as far as some of these type ones, we have 10 out of 10 within pitch like that. This hit type phrase is kind of lax, good pitch like that. Science type ones, good pitches amongst it. Maybe I'll say so. 10 out of 10 EP pitch like that. So Stars Are Blind off here's a good nice one. It's like a Sublime in Public kind of vacay and sand rake as far as these pairs gonna happen. So definitely some beachside fair and pitch like that. This kind of ocean bound since the pitch is definitely thinking like Texas beaches and particular California since the phrase plenty of those type of aspects definitely in the pitch of this ocean view type fair and pitches like that. Now Ocean View and Malibu type fairs pitch like that hit the phrase just your tan helps definitely them pitch like that just notice them phrase if you're actually within like a substandard type vacation within pitch talking about something the phrase of actually designated type time away from like the usual type fairs getting like some summer race and pitch like that kind of definite pitch is saying towards miss your tan definitely help this occasion pitch like that. Paris Hilton definitely needs to be cooked like a lobster as far as he's supposed to have. And speaking of lobster, definitely having some lobster for standard miss good pitch like that. Now within the fray, if that's kind of more expensive, especially amidst some of like these resorts and pitch like that. But just the price, unless the pitch is throwing in like lobster type fares, just the aspect. No, but it's just going to like a local kind of town type hotel, something like that within these pitches. The same sort of phrase, spending like a particular 20 or 25 cents a pitch on a lobster or two. Pitch like that, cents a fair getting like even just simplistic kind of red lobster, some of that particular good shit there. Pitch like that, those garlic biscuits, pitches like that. The nice fares on top of that, just kind of simping with standard miss pitch like that. How you feeling? Since a pitch like that is kind of fray. Cozy enough pitch like that since the price amongst it just pink as you definitely since the pitches baby blue as you since the pitch like that suppose these pairs can have a good excellent pitch amongst it but those pairs can have a classic 2006 standout. This continues to be one of Paris Hilton's most chart topping songs in pitch like that. Now it wasn't actually full bound chart top megaton type song pitch like that, but a top 20 single, but hit type pitch, definitely a good standout, kind of underappreciated out of the 2000s. Nothing in This World was the third single off of Paris Hilton 06, but it's the pitch as far as the phrase as far as talking about, it's a good standout off here, pitch like that, good nice phrase, get back towards this, like some good day dredge to get and screw it kind of attitude pitch like that, just with the phrase. Now not as full bound within like fuck everything, kind of venting, hair getting out of alignment, Paris Hilton getting straight ends and like punching like punching the steering wheel, Paris Hilton punching the steering wheel, full bound pitch like that. Since the phrase to this kind of aspect, this screechy pitch like that. But the aspect, this good nice fares is kind of like good typical, good throwback kind of 2000s type dredge from the aspect of something for 4:35, 15 p.m. Just definite carpool karaoke pitch like that. Just kind of. Joe like some karaoke kind of sing-along type pitch within the alternative type aspect with standard miss pitch like that. Just got her Galley's got her cute Loke song, good pitch like that, definitely some praise, get some caramels going within the pitch to take the edge off some of the pitches. So something like that, whether it's just a Twix or just something within a caramel type aspect, kind of have the tone just like some sort of treat pitch like that. Just some reallys on top of that, so kind of pitch just paying attention like the fray of what particularly is going on through standard folk, just pitch like that, just really though, pitch like that sounds very just the aspect pitches of why are you hating on Reese Witherspoon since that pitches like that, why are you hating on particularly Ann Rhymes since the pitch like that, hit type phrase, but it's the aspects as far as some of those hit type feels good products as far as like the spicy kind of aspect. Seeing like the spiciness kind of it, just in an event type very good pitch like that. BBA/Hot One medley is hitting off here. Some good nice fares like a hella juke and vintage kind of 2000s. Paris kind of turn it up type vibes. So the hit type song turned up from Paris Hilton 06. Good pitch like that. Similarities to that. This Britney Spears kind of bad bitch type vibes. Pitch like this. Definitely Paris Hilton with that same sort of bad bitch type vibe. Especially Britney Spears off of In the Zone with songs like Toxic. Some of those type ones. That particular more fierce kind of shadow in the eyes type pitches. Some of the first one the aspects for us like the tone. Britney Spears with like the particular kind of archers type hat and pitches like that. Some of those type phrase. I forget what the full bound name of that particular, but some of those type phrase kind of amongst it. Good, excellent dance club jump pitches like that. So some of these type ones kind of aspects as far as like this has more kind of emphatic and kind of just more crowded type aspects within like the luminous of kind of the fray. This particular one I think was this was either like a Megan Thee Stallion song or a particular. This has Megan Thee Stallion on here pitch like that. This is a particular either collabo type song or was on Infinity Icon pitch like that. I haven't gotten to Infinity. Then the phrase I haven't gotten to Infinity Icon pitch like that, but I am going to get towards that one within a later type pitch. But as far as the phrase can have some good nice pairs, just kind of good nice jump within pitch, just some emphaticness, good nice pairs. Free is nice as well as like a woozy and breezy kind of nightclub air to get towards here and release. As far as you're supposed to have them, definitely run up the bay tab pretty good, nice within pitch like that. Hypnotic definitely in gal system pitch like that. Spill the whole day out as far as this pitch can have just kind of the product. Definitely pitch some of these type fairs if that's kind of aspect as far as just like the particular pitch. Some of these type fairs that just get into the product of. Paris Hilton definitely strikes me within the pitch as far as like the aspect like the now she has a cool cat type personality, but it's also pitch as far as saying kind of being spastic within pitch is kind of the phrase. She's just kind of more passive spastic as far as these pitch games, kind of the phrase as far as just paying attention. As far as like the pairs paying attention, she particularly says on the hit song ADHD that she's glad that she has ADHD pitch like this. It's a phrase for saying she's not like particular Jim Carrey, Chris Farley, and like Ben Stiller kind of spastic and Steve Carell kind of spastic pitch like that. Was the phrase for saying definitely the product. I think that particular aspect is kind of within pitch as far as paying attention. As far as paying attention, getting towards the product, so definitely hit type pitches, just kind of the product. Standard Miss has definitely got the floor as far as these pitch. I'm trying to hear the whole, like, get the whole encyclopedia going, fill out an encyclopedia with the shit that you got to say as far as these pitch games. So definitely hit that pitch like that as far as the phrase going to happen. Just paying attention towards it, just kind of aspect. Good nice phrase. Without love is hitting up here as well as like a getting cranked kind of midnight snack to get towards here. Good nice pitches. Just throw back to 2010 step aspects pitch like that. Some stuff phrase ripped out of 2011. Some stuff pitch like that. Now it's not as actually as if it was. I think this might have been from Infinity Icon. I don't know as full blown where this song stemmed from, but it has a lot of similarities to Cobra Starship with some hit songs like Middle Finger and You Make Me Feel and pitches like that. Some of the stuff once is definite hand size. Some of the stuff pitches. Some of the stuff once feels like Calvin Harris. Some of the stuff folks just show up within these particular phrases at any moment. Then like these products for these pitching out, but just hit that phrase. This really might be from the early 2010s. I question if it was from Infinity Icon. This doesn't really feel as much like a 2024 type song. Just throwback type varieties of good hit times like the 2010s type products that pitch like that. Good night. No good dance type crank to get towards definite midnight snack like I was saying. Hit type pitches here. ADHD is nice as well pitches like that. It's like a rainy fatigue and blase kind of how you've been coping. Something that pairs like that. So particularly down in the dumps for Paris Hilton and Standard Starlet pitch like that. Something that pairs just kind of getting the bounce back in place. Good pitch like that. How you've been coping pairs like that. Get some butter pecans going since the pitch is nice good. Back to some degree delectable within pitch like that. Some pairs like Yazos within those sorts of pitches. Other type phrases just on top of that pitch is a like particular. Some strawberry donuts kind of more in the brunch hour pitch like that. Hit that phrase definitely aspects. Call me stupid as far as these pitches down. So within pitch, if gal's really in a torn up fit about a pitch like that, just get to his phrase. Just call me a stupid son of a bitch. Something that probably just stupid as fuck. Something that probably just the product. Something that best is kind of the tone. Throw the blame on me pitch like that, and I'll say throw the blame on me in terms of like being kind of gruff and kind of like attitude about it. But this pitch for saying you kind of pitch, I'll take your blame pitch like that. Just call me stupid phrase like that. It's kind of typical gal as far as this pitch. I don't know within the phrase as far as just the product kind of amongst it. You have to understand that the phrase as to what Paris Hilton and Standard Starlets likes that. I mean, Paris Hilton's like a typical kind of iconic dumb blonde within pitch like that. And not to say actually within the pitch of calling her dumb blonde and, to her face and you're kind of dumb blonde was the pitch. pitch as far as saying this, the particular aspect of this, realizing she's probably like the type of starlet that's going to pull on the push door as far as what's supposed to happen. This kind of pitch. It's usually like in the movies where she's trying to get the door open and the person next to her walks by and just pushes the door open and she's like, oh, and she feels stupid, something like that. It's the pitch. Some of those type of aspects I'm telling those sorts of pitch, just typical gal within those aspects. But yeah, just to reiterate, pitch like that, just definitely the pitch. Parasailing kind of down in the dumps, pitch like that. Call me stupid, so and so phrase like that. Just getting towards it, just kind of take the edge off factors like that. Definitely get those strawberry donuts going. Good, nice pairs, some Dunkin', good pitch like that within hit type phrase. The earth is spinning, is hitting off here as well as like a synthy kind of 80s throwback job to get towards here. Good pitch like that. This extra catchy kind of bounce and pitch like that. Just looking mad fierce. Diva looking mad fierce. Definitely pitch like that. Something step phrase. Good nice rumble and pitch like that. Hit that phrase from the aspect. This pretty. Definitely some hit kind of Depeche mode type vibes and pitch like that. Some of these type ones that just feels ripped out of like a particular kind of like espionage kind of futuristic type scene and pitch like that. Just hit that phrase amongst this kind of vintage kind of sleek typeness. The factor of it, this is sort of fluid typeness. Now this kind of has the fluid type factor like parasailing. It says degrees like the fluid type factor. If the If the earth is spinning, kind of has degrees of like the floor type factor by parasailing. It's kind of pitched for saying that a lot of this particular product is kind of more within the aspect of kind of like more kind of this pseudo kind of techno / EDM type versus pitch for saying this has more of like a tone. Parasailing's not quite as dainty and as prissy on this particular album. It's kind of more the pitch of like a more kind of gives sleek kind of vibes to like Naomi from the Matrix type Ferris pitch like that. I think that's that particular starlet's name within pitch like that, the good type pitches. And look that up as far as these fairs going to happen. It's not Naomi, it's Trinity as far as this. It's not Naomi, it's Trinity as far as these pitches going, but accent type pitch as far as those pitches going, definitely them pitch just with a pink type tint pitch like that amongst these hit type phrases, kind of the aspect, this real kind of orgy. Real kind of hit industrial metal. It's a nice type vibes like industrial kind of pop with them pitch like that, Godhead and Godhead and orgy type vibes pitch like that. Traces a white zombie on top of that sense of pitch, and not within a rock type sense, but just a pitch like that good glam type factor. Then pitch like the sleek type factor pitch like that with hit type phrase amongst it. Pay attention towards it here. So just the factor some of these type ones. It's the appeal amongst these. So 10 score amongst this album pitch like that, paying attention towards it. The social score is going to get a 10 as well if I wasn't talking about that with them pitch like that. Just the flair of some of these type ones within the pitch as far as saying just good aspect like some crowd type control pitch like that within hit type phrase as far as like the outing type ness. Like I said, kind of industrial pop as far as these pitch album paying attention like the fair good consistency. Some of these type ones, I'm free, without love, if the earth is spinning, BBA, hot one. BBA / Hot One medley, some of the pitches within these aspects. I'd probably even say ADHD is kind of like a slow jam, kind of slow dance type tune pitch like that. So good 5 out of good 5/7. So this particular album within pitch like that has like the hit type dance bang pitch like that. So it's kind of very a live type album doing that particular aspects within pitch for us, and just kind of the product of this. Just some surreal and emphatic kind of romance as far as those pitch albums. So definitely underneath the starlight and moonlight as far as those pitch album hit. Just appreciating like the hit type aspects, like the tone of this. Slow dance type smoke and eye gaze within these pitch like that. Definitely run up the bay tab pitch like that. Plenty of stuff here is just paying attention like paying attention like the concerns and miss and pitch like that as far as the phrase kind of, but just the aspect for those hit type tones gonna happen. Along with throwback kind of '06 Paris Hilton on there, good pitch like that. So hit top price with 10 social pitch like that. So in terms of the future, this is the most recent thing by Paris Hilton. This came out in the winter of 2026, which is just kind of more or less a season and a half ago within pitch like that. So pitch as far as saying, good nice product. So I'm going to get towards some of these other type ones like the 2023 mix product. Some of these the pitch. So I am going to get to Infinity Icon, the actual album by Paris Hilton as well within pitch like that. Some good banging typeness within the velocity of it. And the 2025 remix album. So some hit pitches like that. There's still some ones left over to get towards within these hit type aspects of pitch for saying good classic here within these tones, good nice. Particularly more or less, this album didn't have to happen, but I'm definitely glad it did. As far as these first albums, it's like a good bonus type tree within these aspects to be able to have like some blisterness, so definitely hit type appeals.